Let's go. Running routes, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are.
How's it going?
Back half of the season here. Coming down to the nitty gritty now. This is it here. This is
Grimy
where
time.
we're talking about making pushes. Get out of my way. It's time for the playoffs. We're making pushes. We got 7-7. New Orleans Saints got the Los Angeles Rams also 7-7 at home. The the Rams are giving up 4. Okay, it's 46 and a half. The over under. How you guys feeling about this one? Brady, what do you think here? Playoffs are on the line here, you think? Both these teams are trying to make a push. Who do you got?
Yeah, yeah. Both these teams are definitely like knocking at the door in that wild card slot. Who's the next? Who's gonna go slide in? Who's sliding out? And who's gonna be ready? Because there's plenty of opportunity right now. The NFC is kind of wide open, wild card wise. There's a lot of teams fighting for it. But for this game specifically, it's a tough call. I like what the Los Angeles Rams have been doing offensively, and being able to move the ball efficiently. The Saints, they're winning that. They're similar to a Pittsburgh Steelers team where they're winning off the backs of their defense. I think their offense is obviously going to be a little bit stronger than the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. But I think the Saints match up really well here versus the Los Angeles Rams. They're one of the hardest teams, if not the hardest teams, to throw against in the NFL, and that's the bread and butter of the Los Angeles Rams. I mean, Los Angeles Rams on paper are a decent run team right now, but we all know that they're scoring points off of the fact that they got Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, running seams for big yardage, and I think it's gonna be hard to go against the New Orleans Saints. I'm gonna take the New Orleans Saints here on the upset. I'd probably go with the under though. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game.
I agree.
Nice. I think we get up there in points. I like the over on it, but I do agree with you on the Saints. I think that this is a better matchup for the Saints. They're going to get Olave back, and the thing that bothers me about the Rams is they don't take the ball away. They're near the bottom of the league in takeaways. They do give up a lot of yards and stuff. Only thing I don't like about the Saints and looking at the numbers is their sack numbers this year pretty darn low. They don't have really a go-to guy that can really get after the passer. Cam Jordan's getting up there in years, and he's just not doing it like he used to. So that bothers me on a Matthew Stafford, like Brady highlighted, who's he's been tearing it up with those boys. They're healthy, they can put up points, and I feel like this is going to be a pretty high scoring affair. I like the over. I definitely like the Saints with the 4 points. I think this is going to be a nip and tuck, like really tight game. But I think I'm gonna stay with the Saints as well on the upset. How about you, Ben?
No doubt. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take the Rams here. I'll take the Rams. I wouldn't mind taking the over here. I think the Rams end up pushing this one out. They've been playing solid teams. The last time they called an L was against Baltimore in overtime. They beat up on Cleveland, beat up on Arizona, had a tough game against Seattle. Man, it looks like the Rams are having trouble against the teams that are a lot on the younger side, and it seems like the teams that potentially are on the older side, Saints, they might have a problem with. Brady likes the matchup. We'll see. Any given Sunday, that's what we do. Any given Sunday. This is the Thursday night matchup. But I don't know, guys. I think the Rams are going to pull this one out. Nakua's looking good, man. I don't know. Arguably Rookie of the Year. What do you guys think on Nakua being Rookie of the Year?
I mean, if you go ahead and let
Brady how you feel about that, Bray?
I mean, it's a tough call because he's got the shine for it with the numbers and everything, but I don't know if I'd say like I don't know, because Rookie of the Year, I almost want to say like that person is almost the most valuable person to that team as well, and I don't know if he's the most valuable offensive weapon they have, despite that he did have a really good showing when Cooper Kupp was down, but I still think that offense revolves around Cooper Kupp. I don't think it revolves around Puka Nacua.
No doubt. So you think that the award is solely based upon the award being to the best, to the MVP of the team that's a rookie, or best rookie of all rookies in that on that side?
I think at best, like, he has the numbers that put him in the argument, but I think when it comes down to it, it's going to be going to like the quarterback, to where like you look at the Houston Texans, they're struggling without CJ Stroud,
Right.
So it's something like that where you can have the numbers of a great wide receiver, but you're not the one managing the game. You're not the, the star, the leader and stuff like that. You're
No
just a
doubt.
piece to the puzzle.
What you got, Char?
I mean, in my opinion, it's not taking one thing away from Puka. Like any other given year, absolutely hands down, he's the winner. But the stuff that CJ Stroud has done this year, hands down,
Hard to beat.
he's gotta be the choice. I mean, he's ascended the team. I think he's fourth in yardage, even after missing a game, passing yards. I mean,
No
his
doubt.
numbers are incredible. He's taking care of the football. He looks like a 4-year, 5-year, 6-year pro out there. What he's been able to do, and yeah, he's had a better year what Puka has done, and Puka's just been incredible. It's a 2-horse race. I just think Puka would have to just be flat out phenomenal, and CJ off of this concussion would have to really take a huge step back and
Yeah.
completely different for him to catch up.
If he were to lead the league in receptions and they make the playoffs, I think that would play a little bit more into what Brady's saying being so much of an important key. I mean, we cannot argue to play on Brady's him not being the most valuable player. Arguably, he's not because Stafford had to distribute the ball. But the production of what Cooper Kupp was doing was definitely missed that he wasn't there. And I would argue Puka just plug and play, pick that right up, and he ended up being Cooper Kupp until Cooper came back. I mean, no one's Cooper Kupp. I shouldn't say that. But to the production-wise, he plugged and play and kept up with the production. I'd like to see it not necessarily have to be a quarterback. I think it was a wide receiver a season ago, right? I don't see
Past
why
2 years.
I don't see why it can't be another wide receiver, considering the whole situation of this guy was never looked at any level to be this elite player, which he's shown that he is. So I don't know. I think he
CJ
deserves.
has kind of helped change the culture with the Texans too. Like I think he's just brought, even intangible wise,
Yeah.
like he's brought life to an organization that was on death's doorstep for the past 3 years. With the Deshaun
Yeah.
mess and everything that's gone on down there. Like there's to me there's another side to it, kind of back CJ Stroud too as well.
No doubt.
Again, it's nothing to take away from Puka
Right.
Nacua.
Right.
He's had
No,
an incredible season.
I'm just throwing. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there.
Sure.
All right. Do we have anything else on this game, man?
Should be a banger
Yep.
though. Should be a real good game.
No doubt. All right, gentlemen. Thursday night.